At least it's morning here in Ireland. Welcome to the For Fun of Knit podcast. My name is Linda and I'm coming to you from the sunny East Coast. And yes, it is actually sunny today. We have a pocket of blue sky that will maybe last 3 hours. So I'm going to get outside and get walking. And then we're going to go right back into like 4 days of rain. For those of you that are new, welcome. Please check out February 1st's mini episode. That will give you all the details of what we're doing today. For those of you that have been following along, you know what we're doing. So this is the FAB14 in February, and we're on day 4. This so far has been so exciting for me. I have thoroughly enjoyed all the projects to date, and I just want to today give you my thoughts on the jelly roll blanket thus far, show you how far I've gotten, and then we are going to spin for cast on number 4. And so while I do want to get outside today and take advantage of whatever little dry weather we have, I also just want to get crafting. The challenge I'm having right now is I actually don't want to stop on the projects that I've started. So this is very difficult. I thought it would be fine just to drop it and then pick up a new one and start again. But I'm sort of now, I'm only in day 4 and I'm already getting itchy because I want to work on some of the projects that I've already started. Okay, this could be entertaining. But I'll put the picture up here. This is what cast on number 3 was. It was the Jelly Roll Blanket by Kay Jones. And I am using, I have so many minis. Oh, let me tell you. I have so many minis. So the pattern is really written for a 3x4 or 4x4.5 foot blanket. And I actually want to do a 5x6. So I have figured out that to do a 12 inches by 2.5 inch stripe for the jelly roll, it actually takes 20 grams of yarn. So I get one full mini makes one full 1 foot stripe. Makes it very easy. Now we're holding the yarn double. It's DK weight, so it's fingering weight held double. So 1 mini, which is 80 yards of yarn held double, makes 1 foot. So if I want my blanket to be 6 feet long and about 5 feet wide, I have figured out that I need obviously 6 minis to go long to get the 6 feet, but I need 24 rows of jelly roll stripes to get the width that I need. So that means I will need a total of 144 minis. Yeah, Houston, we might have a problem, but okay, 144 minis, or the equivalent of, are you sitting down? 11,500 yards of yarn. I did the math 5 times just to make sure I was not nuts. But that's what it's going to take. It's going to take almost 12,000 yards of yarn. So between my minis and my leftover sock yarn, this is the world's greatest scrappy project. If you have minis or just scraps and you want to get rid of them, this is the blanket for you. So it is crochet using the linen stitch. I have started with my purples. So I am very excited. Oh, I've got more. Oops, I've got more. I am very excited by the actual photograph in terms of the color scheme. The purples followed by sunset colors, followed by blues, followed by pinks, followed by greens, and sort of marled a bit is what it looks like to me. And what Kay does say in her pattern is you can do one stripe and then start on another one, start on another color stripe. So I just have to go back and check in the pattern. I haven't read the full pattern, so I'm gonna have to figure out whether or not this is a you know, crochet as you go and join the stripe, or if you have the option to do stripes and then sew them together later. And if that's the case, I like the idea of being able to hop around in terms of color, like maybe make a sunset color stripe and then make a pink stripe. But I'm not too sure if I want to do all that seaming. So I'm just going to take another look at the pattern. But before I do that, I'll talk to you about that later. But this is how far I've gotten on the jelly roll blanket so far. Now I'm just rolling up my blanket in a sock cozy, just so that it doesn't fly all over the place when I'm crocheting. But this is how far I have gotten so far. Look at this. So sort of a purpley pink followed by a more purpley pink, and this looks really pink, but it actually leans completely purple, followed by some beautiful sort of summer garden colors. And now I am working on, I'm marling these two. So I'm going to marl them for a bit and then go straight into this one, which is then going to go straight into that one. And I am just having so much fun playing with these colors. This project I don't want to put down. I'm having so much fun with it. And I figured out if I were able to just crochet 6 inches a day, and that takes no time at all. I'm going to say half an hour, maybe an hour max, to crochet the linen stitch. If I were to do it just for an hour a day, it would take me basically all year to finish this blanket, 288 days if I did it that way. And that's not including putting a border on. So it'd take a full year. Now I'm laughing at myself because I also have my mitered square Christmas blanket that I was thinking in my head, oh, if I just do 1 mitered square a day, I'll have it done by Christmas. Well, that's like, yeah, that was all of last year. So haven't gotten very far. So I might, after this whole FAB14 in February cast on party, I might have to sit down and do a little bit of planning on how I want to start my mornings, because mornings to me are really the nice time to sort of slow craft with my cup of coffee, watching a podcast in the morning, and then I get busy with my day and I get outside. So, and in the evening, you want something really, really potato chippy. Well, this certainly fits the bill. I want to crochet on this all day long. It is so much fun. So this is the Crochet Jelly Roll Blanket by Kay Jones. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Don't know what else I can tell you about that. I am going to keep all the colors that I've been using for each stripe in one sort of Ziploc bag, because you can repeat the stripes and then just mix up the colors. So keep the color theme, but then just mix them up. So that is what I'm going to do. And rather than rifle through an entire bag, ooh, I've got the hair, sorry. And rather than rifle through every single time, I want to choose colors. I'm going to put them in Ziplocs by color family, and that would be a lot easier for me to choose. Okay, I should also mention that it is like 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'm still in my pajamas and I'm wearing, it's a big cardigan. I am wearing my homeschooler cardigan that I striped by Caitlin Hunter, but you can't really see it. Sorry, you can see my pajamas now, but there you go. And I've got some wooden buttons on it, but I live in this cardigan. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now that we've done that, let us spin. Oh, this is so exciting. Let's spin for project number 4. Okay, so day 4, project number 4. Oh, wonderful. The 1908 sweater by Thea Coleman. Okay. This is going to be fun. Deep stash yarn, for sure. I'm doing it in a green, and I will show you that. I'm just going to print out the pattern, and then I'm going to come back and give you the details and show you the yarn. And this pattern, what I will say, is one of the patterns that I chose a long, long time ago when I was thinking about what do I need in my wardrobe, what would be very wearable, and would go with a lot of things that I want to sew. Now, I have been wanting to sew for years, and I dabble a bit and then I stop, and then I dabble a bit and I stop. But this year, I want to make a few wardrobe pieces, not anything too crazy, but a few wardrobe pieces. And this pattern has stood the test of time in terms of where would it fit in my wardrobe. So without further ado, let me go get the pattern, let me go get the yarn, pardon me, and we'll take a look at it. I am back. I had a change of plans. I decided, because the sun was coming out, that I would go for my walk first. So that's what I did, and I went to Tintern Abbey, which is a very old abbey, about 30 minutes away from me. It's in the process of being reconstructed or renovated, rebuilt. What is the word I'm looking for? Reclaimed? Anyway, they're fixing it. Brain dead. And Abbey is from the 1200s, and it was founded and built by William Marshall, Earl of Pembroke. And he was on a ship in a violent storm, and he swore that if he made it to land safely, he would build an abbey. And anyway, he did. That's what he did. So he built it, and so it was called the Vow. So it's Tintern Abbey, the Vow. Anyway, so it's from the 1200s, and then in the 1500s or so, in the dissolution of all the monasteries in the whole area. I'm terrible at history, people, but in the 1500s, it got passed to a private family that they kept it as their residence for hundreds of years. And now it's a national monument in Ireland, and it is being restored. That is the word I was looking for. It's being restored. But it's closed now. I couldn't tour it because it's under construction, but I did walk around the grounds. So you're gonna see that video after we talk about the pattern. So let's go to the pattern and the yarn. So this is pattern 1908 by Thea Coleman, and it is otherwise known as Baby Cocktails. And it is a worsted weight pattern where you use US 6 and US 7 or 4mm and 4.5mm needles. It comes in a range of sizes from a 33.5-inch bust all the way to a 68.25. So quite inclusive in terms of size. This is a bottom-up pattern, so here we go again. My second choice is a bottom-up pattern, and it's got cables. You also knit a bit in the round, and also parts are worked flat. Now, interestingly, I looked at all of the notes on Ravelry, and there's only 89 projects actually knit of this pattern, so that always concerns me if there's not a lot of uptake on a pattern. But hey, that could just be because there's a lot of choices in pattern. And bottom up, once top down came in and in the round, bottom up kind of lost favor a bit, I think. But this particular one, a lot of people in their notes actually knit it flat. So funny, I don't know how to do that. I was wondering if I should. You get a little bit more structure knitting flat, but I don't think I can because one, I'm not that good at cables. This is gonna be probably my first full cabled sweater, I think. Yeah, this is gonna be my first full cabled sweater. So I think I just should stick to the pattern. And she recommends 5 to 6 inches of positive ease. So size 4 gives me that. I'm a little worried that it might be big, a little big, because I do want to wear it over dresses. That's kind of how I envision it. The yarn is Quince & Company Lark. There's a truer color of the green. But it's Quince & Company Lark, and it's 100% American wool. I am hoping this is non-superwash. I can't read anywhere where it says superwash, so I am hoping this is non-superwash. That's why I'm doing a larger size, because I don't think it's gonna stretch, and if it does shrink up a little bit, then I've got a little bit of give, and I need 1,300 yards, and that's what I have. So far, so this is Quince & Company. and it's called Lark. So this is the color, and I'm just thinking, yeah, it looks darker in this light. It's not. This is when I bring it closer to the light, that is the true color of the yarn. So I am so looking forward to having something this color in my wardrobe. The only thing I'm not clear on is whether I have enough yarn to do long sleeves, or if I'm going to do the short sleeve. I might be limited to the short sleeve based on how much yarn I have. But if I can do 3/4 length sleeves, that would be my preference, just because it's supposed to be a wintry or a, you know, like January, February, March kind of outfit. But that is what I am going to make theoretically. And so now I am going to cast on the 1908. So excited. As I said, I am wanting to take advantage of whatever little sunshine I'm gonna get, and I probably have about an hour and a half before it starts to rain again. So we are on our way to Tintern Abbey. I'm first gonna pick up a coffee at Sue's Coffee, and then we have about a 25-minute drive. I made it to the Abbey. I am in the parking lot. I'll just come around. There's a lot of people here. For a weekday, kind of surprising actually, but I don't know if you can see it. There's sun behind me, so that doesn't necessarily work well. So I don't see any buildings at this point. I see a lot of beautiful rolling hills, and I see obviously trail markers. So I must have to walk a little bit to get here, but really nice scenic drive on my way out here. Couldn't stop and take any pictures because all of the roads are literally 2 lanes and no shoulder on either side. It is trees, like literally a foot from your side mirrors of your car. So there is no way to pull over, nowhere to park, to take pictures of the surrounding as I was kind of driving along. Very scenic, and passed by signs for Ballyhack and Arthursville and what was called Watersbridge. So all these beautiful names. And this, of course, is Tintern Abbey. So let's go walk and see what we find.